entirely fitting and proper and appropriate that we should gather here today to pay tribute to the Confederate veterans and to the civilian population of the South who contributed and sacrificed so much during the years of 1861 to 1865 and in the Reconstruction years that followed. Let us especially remember the women of the Old South who kept the home fires burning, the plantations and the farms producing, and who cared for the children. Let us not only remember the great Southern leaders and heroes like Jefferson Davis, Alexander Stephens, Robert E. Lee, Thomas Jonathan Stonewall Jackson, Nathan Bedford Forrest, and our own Wade Hampton, but let us remember the lesser known officers and enlisted men who formed the backbone of the Army in Gray. Let us remember on this Confederate Memorial Day that the unknown Confederate soldiers who sleep in lonely soldiers' graves, forgotten men who fought and died for the flag that waved across our southern and local battles, like Lawtonville, Rivers Bridge, Broxton's Bridge, Cannon's Bridge, Binneker's Bridge, Schilling's Bridge, and the fight for Orangeburg. The South has long suffered the stigma placed upon us by revisionist writers and orators. Today, some school books, movies, television programs, and newspaper articles falsely portray Southerners as rebels and traitors. I like to say that George Washington was called a traitor, and if George Washington's a traitor, then we're in good company. These men are accused of fighting to preserve slavery, misleading our children and millions of Americans who are ignorant in history. As Southerners, we should consider it our duty to our Confederate ancestors to defend their honor and remember the sacrifices made by the men and women of the Confederacy in their attempt to preserve the freedoms provided for by the Constitution of the United States of America and by the Bill of Rights, which were primarily written by Southern gentlemen from Virginia.